hi, Jester. I'm going to get some juice and come straight back.
It's nothing personal.
He's on mute. Why are you on mute?
Talk to us.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. It's going. It's a lovely Friday evening
Brilliant.
for me.
Well, welcome to Saturday from the future.
Yes. Please tell me my day tomorrow will be fantastic.
It's going to be awesome. It started.
Oh, you lied already.
Thanks, Simone.
Oh, Matty, that's amazing.
Another one. Fantastic.
I've got your lower third as well immediately.
Oh, look at that.
How are you, mate? How's your week been?
It's been long. It's been exciting going through the whole house buying fiasco right now. It's been great.
Congrats on the
It's
house.
not stressful at all. Thank you.
That's really good, man.
Yeah, not stressful at all. I encourage everybody to do it.
I'm just going to go through the same thing now. Yeah.
It's good stress. It's good stress.
Yes.
It's not like bad stress of when your car just breaks. Hey, Lee.
Oh no, that twice. Actually, twice in 1 week it broke.
Oh,
It
beautiful.
broke, and then I had it back, and then it broke again, different place. I was like, cool.
Different place.
Awesome.
That's the word I used. That's exactly the words I was using.
Welcome, Randy / Diabolic Jester, to helping us
Yes.
celebrate 300 episodes. You've been a
300
pretty
episodes.
long-time listener, haven't you?
I think about 2 years now.
2 years. Do you remember what the first episode was, or what got you started on us?
Well, I deliver mail for the U.S. Postal Service, and I was looking for a gaming podcast to listen to while working because it's enjoyable. I like listening to Xbox podcasts, and I think I was on iHeartRadio, and I just searched Xbox podcasts, and you were the first ones that came up.
Really?
So I gave it a listen, and I think I pretty much visited your Patreon right away, subscribed, and then joined your Discord.
Incredible.
Almost.
You're
Incredible.
like, these guys are clearly very wrong, and I'm here to prove them right. I need to get into their community to tell them.
I think it was around the time that you dubbed yourself the Chris Hemsworth of podcasts, I believe. So about that long.
Okay, that's been a
Okay.
while.
Okay.
I feel like you've been around for ages, though. That's so
Same.
funny.
Same.
Yeah, it's been at least 2 or right around 2 years. It might be 3. I don't know.
Have you got the
Time flies when I'm
Patreon
not
up,
having
Carl?
fun.
I'll put your head up just now.
Well, yeah, let's bring this up quick, and let's have a quick look.
Not that we're disorganised.
So, yeah, since April 24th, 2019.
There we go.
Okay, so 3
That's
years.
3 years.
A little over 3
3 and a
years.
half years
3
now.
years.
Okay,
Man.
there we go. Time flies when I'm not having fun. Exactly.
Indeed.
So one thing I wanted to point out to all those listening is we have a pirate legend in our midst.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Yes.
That's right. And you're still
Yes.
playing, hey?
I am still playing. I've taken a break for about the past 2 weeks. Just kind of burn out for a bit, but me and the crew that I play with, we're going to be getting back over really soon. So I'll start posting videos again soon.
Oh, great,
Fantastic.
great. So I'm not sure when you started listening to the Twitch, but when Emily was on, she said that there's a new story to go through. Have you done that yet?
Yes, I have done that. There's adventures that are popping up about once every month to 2 months. Each story is live for about 2 weeks, and it's slowly progressing. Each one continues from the previous. This time was finding out what happened to Merrick. Merrick has been killed by somebody, and you had to find out why.
Oh, but Merrick was cool.
And we
Merrick?
haven't heard the last of him yet. Merrick was one of the guys you found on. I'm trying to remember which outpost he's on, but
Doesn't he go off to become
he's
the
on one of
Hunter's
the
Call?
outposts. Yes, he runs the Hunter's Call.
Yeah, so he's the person you sell the fish to.
Yes.
Okay.
The what?
Okay.
The
You get
fish.
the fish. You sell the fish
Oh,
to
the
him.
fish too.
Yeah,
Okay.
you give him meat and he pays you.
Yes.
It's a good job.
So tell me,
Yes.
in Sea of Thieves, do you purposely go out and do any achievement hunting, or are you just accumulating these as you go?
It depends. The Pirate's Life Tall Tales, I was purely achievement hunting for those. But when it came to making Pirate Legend or completing some of the other Tall Tales that were out there, it's purely what me and the crew that I run would decide to do. And if we pop an achievement, fantastic. If not, it's all about having fun in the end
That's
and
really
setting
cool.
our ship on fire before we're done.
Absolutely. So you play with the same crew every time you jump on?
There's 3 of us that are a core, and then we have about 3 others that will randomly join. But a lot of times it's just 3, maybe even only 2 of us, depending on scheduling. And yeah, we always welcome anybody new that ever wants to play.
That's really, really cool. It's so nice jumping into that game. When you know nothing, it's extremely daunting. So it's so nice to have
Yes.
someone hold your hand
Yes.
during that kind of thing. And speaking of holding, a couple weeks ago, my hand was definitely held as I went through the story for Division 2, which is another game that you play all the time.
Yes. Yes.
Incredible.
We've spent many hours in that game, haven't we?
Very many hours. I think I have 257 hours in that game or somewhere thereabouts. And it's only because after I got Lee to finally play, I stopped playing.
Yeah, because you helped me. What I did with you, Simone, was like, go here in this chest and open. That's what Jester did with me. He just took me around and went, hey, go here, do this, get this gun. Here, have this gun I've got. This is much better than your gun.
I had fun. The fun part was I would run to where I thought was the next bit, and you guys are like, no, hang on, there's a secret bit here. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is.
Yep.
One of the nice thing about the Division is you can go back to it after so much time. And you might be a little rusty. You might die a couple times.
You always die.
But
many times.
or many times. That is one of my key characteristics in that game is I am willing to die for the sake of progressing others.
But you die on purpose.
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes. All the time.
Video. Is that the video of you dying in front of that tool?
That's right.
Yes, that was purely intentional, and Simone fell right into exactly what I wanted her to do. I figured if I stood in front of that doorway and danced, she would come running over thinking it's harmless, and we both died as a result.
I was so far away from the explosion, though.
You were in front of the gun.
That's true. I need to thank you, though, because I won Clip of the Week for that.
Excellent.
Thanks to you. But now that you're back on Sea of Thieves, I presume your clips will be winning again?
Possibly, yes.
We'll see.
It depends on what kind of annex we get into.
We'll have to put a stop to that.
You're feeling competitive, Kyle?
Yeah, well, I think my clips are great, even when they don't get any votes.
Or if you forget to upload them.
Yes.
Them.
When I forget to upload them, they were the best clip and they would have won. But anyway, it's great having you as part of the community, Jester, because we just say, hey, we're going to go achievement hunting in Sunset Overdrive, and you just jump in. And
that was one of my favorite games for the longest time. I attended a launch party for that back in 2014. Yeah, my wife was pregnant with our son, and we went. My brother invited me to go up to New York City for this release party of Sunset Overdrive, a game I've never heard of at the time. And so we go up to New York, and Microsoft had what I think they called the Loft, and it was a fully catered event. Ubisoft representatives were there showing off Assassin's Creed Black Flag at the time. I think they were showing the first Ori game, and then Sunset Overdrive, and all the food was Sunset Overdrive themed. And Ted Price from Insomniac Games, he was there as well. And actually, I have an autographed copy of that game. And I played through, I wrote a review for that game for the website that my brother ran while he was still around. And yeah, I love that game. So when you said about playing that game, I was more than happy to jump in, even though it had been several years since I played. And I just remembered all that joy I had playing it way back then.
Such a fun game.
Did you end up 100%ing the game?
I am missing a couple multiplayer achievements.
Right.
What?
Sounds like we need to get to that.
Yep. More Chaos Squad achievements. But I am very close.
Cool. Oh, that's so exciting.
So, apart from Sea of Thieves and Division 2, what are you currently playing?
I've been playing It Takes Two with my son.
Yes.
My 7-year-old. We enjoy playing that. It's fun. He gets a little frustrated at times, and it's just telling him to push through it. Whenever you see me playing Roblox, of course that's not me. That's my son.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's right.
Of course,
100%.
of course,
There
it's
we
my
go.
son.
And what's it with Paw Patrol? You're not going to
Like-
play Paw Patrol, are you, this month when it comes out?
I am. Yes, the new Paw Patrol game. I will happily play that along with my friend Peppa Pig. But the one I've actually been currently playing, and I haven't gotten to play it as much as I want to, is the house flipping simulator.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The
How
Beans has
far are
been playing
you?
that.
I've just started that as well.
I haven't flipped any houses yet, but I've taken on I think like 9 or 10 contracts so far of
Okay.
going in painting rooms or breaking down walls. I think the current contract I have is to build a wall to build 2 bedrooms or something along those lines. But
Okay.
very relaxing and a nice time waster.
Are you
Have you sold
interested
your ladder
in?
yet?
Say again.
Have you sold your ladder?
No.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you heard. I had an issue where there was a section I couldn't get to, so it says you should buy a ladder. So I did. So I painted the bits that I needed to paint, and then I didn't know what to do with the ladder, so I sold it.
You use the removal tool, yes.
So really, you
Yes,
just
yeah.
you temporarily you buy a ladder, and then at the end you sell it.
And you can sell it, sure.
Oh wow!
That's what I do with my paint. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought
Mhm.
there was a mechanic that I was misunderstanding.
Well, you can sell it back. You still make a profit. So
That's true.
if there's any other way to keep it, I don't know.
Okay. Put it on your back. I don't know. Okay. I haven't smashed
But-
any walls yet.
If you are crouching, you can't actually reach the high spots of paint. So just tap the B button to make sure you're not crouching. And then you might be able to paint those spots that you've been missing.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Because I
Did-
had
Did you
been able
jump
to
dab?
reach.
Jump dab. Is that you don't?
I wish. I wish.
Jump,
No, I think we're
jump,
Jump dab.
dab.
Dab. Con animals.
We don't have knees. I think that's my theory.
Oh, you
we
have
we can't
knees.
jump. No knees.
Okay.
you don't have knees.
You can't jump without knees.
No knees.
Wow.
I don't
Okay.
know.
That's a bit of a mechanic issue, isn't it? That's a flaw in the design of people.
What with the
Fish
ladder?
can jump.
No, having
They
no
don't have
knees. Isn't that a design flaw?
Oh yeah, but you can't help the way you're born.
Okay.
Fish can jump though, and they don't
Fish.
have knees.
That's not jumping. That's flopping.
They still jump. They jump out the water.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Okay.
So, rest my case.
Wow.
All right, I have a question because we don't really know your gaming history. So,
Mhm.
why Xbox? And were you like everyone else that owned a PlayStation 2 at one point and then swapped to Xbox?
Okay. So yes, I owned a PlayStation 2. I think Midnight Club was my favorite game.
Oh, yep.
I think it was Midnight Club. It was one of the racing games. Need for Speed might have been Underground. It's one of those games that was my go-to game. I played it all the time, and that was my first experience with the online. The reason Xbox was actually primarily because of my brother. He had gotten one, and I went over to his house one day, and we were playing Halo, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta get this." So I went out and bought a console and have been primarily Xbox ever since, but I do have a PS4. So I get to play that from time to time. I just am more distracted with the Xbox. And that's where primarily most of my friends play.
Yes.
But the PlayStation was not my first console.
Okay.
I didn't actually have it. My grandmother had what was called the Odyssey. Its primary game was Pong.
Oh, yes.
My parents had bought an Atari 2600 when I would have been maybe 10. And me and my dad, we played this game, Yard's Revenge. It was my favorite game for years. My neighbor growing up, he had a Nintendo. And then I had bought a Super Nintendo. Had a Nintendo 64, had a
Sure enough.
GameCube. My brother had the Dreamcast, but I didn't like the controller. And then the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, and then all generations of the Xbox, and now a PS4.
Wait, so what didn't you have?
Commodore
I
64.
haven't had a
Didn't go for the-
PS3.
No Commodore 64s
No,
or
no, I'm sorry.
Spectrums?
No, I didn't have an Atari. I didn't have a Commodore 64, but I had an Atari 65 XE computer. Oh, and we had a ColecoVision too. I can't forget about that.
This is like the history of gaming.
Oh, it
Yes.
sounds like we'll be interviewing Paul later on here, and he's the same, just rattling off
Yes.
all these consoles that I've never even touched. Just I'm really young.
And Lee's just going, oh yeah, I heard of that. I wish I had that as a kid growing up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And do you know who's older, me or Lee?
Oh, I don't know.
I
You
know.
look like you've got more hair than Lee does.
Both 70s babies, yeah?
Yes, we were both born in the 70s.
Okay. Do you know the answer, Randy?
I do know the answer.
Do you know the answer, Lee?
I'm not sure, actually. I thought I did, but then I doubt myself, so I'm not sure.
I believe Lee was born in 1978.
No, 76.
76, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still right about who's older.
Okay. So,
Wait, so you're both 76?
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not
So,
born in 76.
well, you
Okay.
have to tell us.
Yeah.
hey, come on.
I will turn 50 before Lee does.
Oh, so you're like
But-
75, 74.
As Lee has far less hair and much more gray than I do.
Yeah.
That's right, yes.
So-
I've been going
That's
grey
right,
for
it's,
years
um,
and bald for years. So
He had kids earlier too. So that might be
This is
why.
true.
My oldest boy is 25.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay,
my
there we
oldest-
go.
My oldest child is 25,
there we go. Take
and
it
he's
back.
getting married in September. So
Oh,
Oh, how
congrats.
exciting.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Fantastic.
Man. So, listening to us talk nonsense week in and week out for the past 3 years, what do you look forward to every week? What's your most favorite part of the podcast?
you actually really don't do it as anymore, but it's due to location because you are now in Australia, whereas Lee is still in New Zealand. But the part that I enjoyed the most each week, as weird as it is when you had your beer and you would drink your beer and you would talk about the beers, whether or not you liked it and whatnot. But primarily now it's just your banter. You know, when you two get off topic and start discussing
CPR.
CPR, that was
irrelevant
amazing.
things like, yes, dab and call an ambulance. It's a completely irrelevant non-gaming stuff, which makes you very personable and very enjoyable to listen to.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for that.
Yeah, it's funny. Yeah.
No, that's actually really good feedback. I liked hearing that you enjoyed the beer. It's something that Windows Weekly used to do.
They still
is that
do.
Where you,
They still do.
They still do it. Is that where you guys got the idea from?
I don't know, actually. We just had beer, and then I know that I listen
Yeah.
to Windows Weekly every week, so I know they did that, and it's quite funny. So they
Right. I
they're
think-
quite passionate in Windows Weekly and have lots of
Yeah,
information.
we
about
had
the brewery.
beer, and then I think one of the throwaway questions to get us talking was I'd ask Lee, what are we drinking? What is the beer tonight? Or what do you think of it? And it just turned into its own little segment.
Yeah.
Right. And Hawke's Bay is full of craft beer.
Yeah, there's tons
so
of
we'd
craft
never
beer,
run
yeah.
out of new interesting things to try.
Yeah.
Well, we could try bringing the section back and just do 2 different beers a week.
It's true.
You could?
Because I
You
always
could.
find actually having a beer is easier to podcast after having a beer. It just relaxes you. You just kind of chill out and then you get into it. Probably talk
That's
more
weird.
rubbish, but
Better than Coke. Coke winds you up. You're like, all right, I'm ready to go.
Yep.
ready to sit here and talk.
Yes. Watch me talk really quickly. Amazing.
Do you drink beer, Randy? And what's your favorite?
I used to drink beer. I was more a Pilsner beer drinker, but now my drink of choice when I drink is vodka or gin.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay. But not a fan of rum.
Not coconut rum.
Oh, hang on. Coconut rum?
Yes.
I've never heard of it.
Well, but I think the big coconut rum over here is Bacardi and probably Captain Morgan.
Oh, you're just white rum. Okay.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
know
known
the
as white rum. That's what it is.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I realized how weird my question sounded. I thought rum and whiskey are similar. But when you said gin, I mistook it for
Similar.
whiskey. No? Okay.
Yes,
I don't know
gin-
anything.
Gin is not like whiskey. Gin can have like a floral
It's made out
taste.
of a bean, isn't it, or something? What do they make it out of? Juniper beans or
A lot of
something
it tastes like pine needles.
Is it
A lot of
pine?
gin tastes like pine needles.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
just go lick a pine
Christmas
needle.
Yes.
The
yes.
mixer's the one. The mixer's important for gin, though. That's what makes it.
Yes, yeah. What you mix it with, mixed with some muddled strawberries, and certain types of juice is fantastic.
Okay. I used to
But
get
you
a
got to get the right kind of
screwdriver. Oh yeah.
Screwdriver's made with vodka.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Vodka
yes.
and
then
orange
there's a
juice.
story about screwdrivers, and that's a long time ago when I was in France. And yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't drank a screwdriver since Christmas of '94, and there's reasons.
I would, and there's reasons. Yeah.
And there's
Fair
reasons.
enough. When I met Kyle, I knew nothing about alcohol, and so when we would go out, he taught me the name of, I think, the screwdriver, and so that would be the only thing I ordered because I didn't want to look like an idiot,
Because you remember the name.
and I remember the name. Yep.
Yes. Well, I had to teach the bartender in Marseille, France, how to make a screwdriver.
Oh really?
Wow.
And he started off with mostly orange juice and a splash of vodka, and by the end it was a splash of
All
orange
vodka.
juice and all vodka. Yes.
Just orange colored vodka.
Oh, that's funny.
Yes. Yeah, it was enough for coloring, not for taste.
That's the best
Interesting.
vodka.
If we were to bring back that segment every evening, it would just be Kyle saying, "This is my Coke, no sugar," and Lee going, "This is my wine glass of water."
That's right. Yes.
Yes.
It's actually a what do you call it? A craft beer glass. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Ah,
Full of
Because the
water.
top
this
is
is
longer.
my
I don't know. That's what I bought it in the
my
box. It said
awesome
craft.
spring water.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Matchy, matchy.
Yeah, spring water.
But I'm normally drinking coffee, actually.
Oh,
Oh, do you drink coffee at night as well?
Yeah.
Or was that just today?
No, I
Um,
drink coffee at night.
Coffee's good any time of day.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll agree to disagree.
As you drink
Yep.
Coke.
Coffee is gross.
Yeah. I go for the healthy alternative. Coke, no
Yes.
sugar, with a lot of interesting things in it that
Yeah, don't
people
read.
still haven't researched yet.
Yeah, that's right. They'll be fine.
Should be
Fine.
fine.
It'll be fun.
Fine.
It's just the arsenic of the 2020s.
Okay, gaming question.
Yeah.
What is
Yes.
your favorite type or style of game? What's a game you kind of like? A type of game?
I gravitate towards the shooter looters for the
Shooters.
most part.
Yep. Because you were big into Destiny as well, right?
Destiny, Division, yeah, your action type games. So your
Is it open world sort
Splinter
of style?
Cell games. Splinter Cell games were always at the top of my list. Yeah, but a lot of looter shooters nowadays. And since Sea of Thieves came around, I started gravitating towards that kind of make your own adventure. So Sea of Thieves, Grounded, games like that really appeal to me because you make your own story.
Do you think you having the kid is actually affecting your gaming? Not in a bad way, in like given different games you're playing.
It's restricted me from playing some games,
Mm-hmm.
but it probably has opened me up to more games. I don't know if you remember the Xbox a couple years ago. They have since canceled it, but they had a game where you could basically code your own worlds and everybody else could download and play it. I can't remember what it was called, but they've
Project
since shut
Spark.
it down a couple years back.
Project
Yes,
Spark.
Project Spark. Project Spark was fantastic. It was create your own story. I tried building my own. It didn't go well. It never saw the light of day. Nobody ever played it. But some of the things that people came up with were fantastic
Yeah,
to
it's
play.
incredible, yeah.
And it was just neat to see all these ideas of what people enjoyed and shared with others.
They really should
that's-
bring something like that back because it'll be amazing.
Yes.
You just, here's the tools for the community, go off and go do things. And that's when you end up with some really cool things, is when the community kind of just takes over and just does
Yeah,
their
all
own
the
thing.
Well, Minecraft, if I'm not mistaken, they have Microsoft offers something with Minecraft that teaches children coding. So it's getting a lot of children into that game development now.
It's all
by
modular
teaching them
stuff.
the basics.
so-
Coding.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I think our library back in New Zealand started having nights for children to come along and learn
Yes.
code through Minecraft. Yeah.
As they should.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
so
So we're down to the
Where does
last
your-
5 minutes.
Yeah, where's your gamer tag come from?
Oh,
That's a good
Okay,
one.
so my original gamer tag is not the gamer tag I have now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My original gamer tag was Dream Shifter. It was all one word. And basically the premise behind that I would shift your dreams into nightmares with the games that we would play, and that was a lot of Ghost Recon, things like that, and it was fantastic. But that was in the original Xbox, and when the 360 came out, I wasn't on board with it right away. I jumped into it about a year after, and my gamer tag had since expired, and there was no way I could recover it, so I had to come up with a new gamer tag.
Oh.
And I was up playing with my brother, and he told me I was like an evil clown, which is where Diabolic Jester came from.
Oh, cool.
just laughing and shooting were you at the time?
Yes.
Diabolic Jester is a better name than Evil Clown.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. Yes.
It's
But I
just
had
an
a nice.
extra tier of class.
I had a nice evil Jester picture that I used for a profile picture for a while, and it was great. I really embraced it, but it was actually a lot of effort to try to be a horrible person while making people laugh. So now I'm just me.
I just remembered actually. So you purchased these little profile faces of us. You actually got them for us, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's incredible. What made you decide to do that? You knew the designer personally?
I did not know her personally. Ivana was her name. I think she's in California, but there was a website I was affiliated with, and John, the guy that ran that website, had actually commissioned her to make us all portraits. For anybody that was on
Which
his
you can
staff
see
or
now on
moderated
screen.
on
If you
his-
have a look on our stream, you can
Twitch.
actually see her using it.
So I contacted her to come up with these 4 portraits of the 3 of you plus Paul. And it was, I believe, Noel that helped me get the
Yes,
pictures I
that's
needed
right.
to provide to her,
Yeah.
so that she could come up, and then she would keep providing me updates. I would show Noel the updates, and then once they were fully done, then that's when I released them to you guys. But
That's
it was
so cool,
just,
'cause I
I
replaced everything
appreciated
with those.
everything you guys did. Yeah, I appreciated everything you guys did, and the joy of the pod. You know what you guys meant to me for the podcast and whatnot. So it was my way of saying thank you to you by doing that for you.
Oh,
But
man.
it absolutely blew us away. And yeah, like Lee said, we used it for everything. I think,
Mhm.
Lee, was your Xbox avatar
Yes.
place for a long
yeah,
time?
for a long
Yeah.
time until we decided to do what we were trying to do some posting, and it was made more sense to change it to the podcast
Yeah.
logo.
When we were doing the team thing.
But even in work I was using it. Like my work picture was a logo.
That's great.
It's like
Flip.
because I can hide behind it. I don't have to see my face. It's amazing.
That's right.
And it's immortalized on our website as well.
Yeah.
It's got our pictures of that instead of our normal faces. So it has been just
Yeah, that's true.
taking a life on its own. Thanks so much, Jester. That's great.
That's cool. I must
It was
say,
my
I
pleasure.
know. Thank you. The one that she made for your family is adorable. I
yes,
love it.
that was
Yep.
actually a picture that she turned into that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
right.
And she just aged our son, because our son was just a baby when the actual picture was taken, and then she just aged him
Oh,
to what he currently looked like when she did when I commissioned her to do that, and that was a Mother's Day gift for my wife.
oh, I see. Oh, that's so fantastic.
It's so clever, isn't it?
Brilliant.
That is really, really cool. Okay. Yeah, so it was an oldish photo.
Yeah, he would have been. I don't even think he was 1 year old when we had that picture taken at a family reunion for her family in Ohio.
Oh, cool. Oh, cool.
Man. Oh, that's really cool. Well,
So the other thing that our listeners may or may not know is our screenshot and clip challenge of the week. Randy is, I think he's top of the leaderboard currently for clip of the week. Now we're still umming and ahhing about whether we should have a trophy for clip of the week as well, because we've got one for
Oh,
screenshot
you
of the
don't-
week.
No, just keep it with screenshot. I'm just going to submit my clips, and I'm happy with it. If people like it, great, but no trophy.
How did you feel when you saw one of your clips on our Instagram page? And that clip, I'll tell you, got 1,500 views.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Thanks for the content.
The content, yeah.
I love
And
it.
only one person really didn't like me blowing up my own boat, and that's his problem. It was my
Trolls
boat.
be trolls.
Yeah,
That's
trolls
so
like
funny.
trolls.
Amazing.
The
Yeah.
best part was you couldn't even hear what I was saying in that clip because it was captured on the Xbox. So you heard my buddy Chris, but you couldn't hear what I was saying to him the entire time. And that's what makes it even better because there's a mystery as to what I was saying to get his responses.
Do you remember what you were saying?
I think we were talking, we just sold everything, and I said, oh, hey, we got 2 gunpowder kegs up top. And that's what started that whole conversation. And I broke out the firebomb and just tossed it up. And that's
Just
when
casually chucks it up on top of the.
I must say, your buddy Chris, his laugh is so nice to listen to.
Yes.
Oh, that's so good.
Yep.
I love also that you've been playing the game for so long that blowing up your own ship still elicits a laugh like that. It's so nice. It's really nice.
We try to get creative on how we destroy it at the end of the night once we're all said and done.
Oh, what a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, Emily says it's a tradition. That's what people should do at the end of the session.
At the end of the
Blow up your boat.
session, you sink your ship, or you sail it
You
off
sink your
into
ship.
nowhere.
Yeah, it's like a Viking funeral.
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for joining, Jester. But before you go,
Oh,
we got to
was
get
fun.
your controversial gaming take. Remember, we're doing this
Women
until
are
we get kicked off
gamers
the internet.
too. Women are gamers too. Stop putting them behind gates. Let everybody play the game and enjoy it. Whatever difficulty, whatever platform, you like what you like, but don't put others down for what they like. And apparently that is very controversial because if you read Twitter or Reddit, there's people who just don't feel this.
Yeah, but Twitter's not a real place.
And Reddit's just as bad, though. Reddit's just as bad.
Yeah, Reddit is just as bad.
Man.
But
good
no,
tip.
it's just let people play what they want to play, male, female, whatever they want to be.
Yep.
Let them play what they want to play, where they want to play. Yeah, we can make fun of Lee for mowing his lawn, but
Hey, it was a good-looking lawn, though.
hey, you got the power washing simulator coming here in a week.
Oh,
so,
bro. Oh, I might get into house flipping first. I
yeah,
heard you do cleaning
the
in
house
there,
flipping
so
and power
all
wash.
over that.
Yes.
You do. And the
Yes.
water blasting
Power
simulator.
washing, yes.
That's the one.
Incredible.
But yes, thank you very much for having me on. It was fantastic.
Yes,
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for joining. And
Yes.
thank you very much for sticking around and being part of our community.
Hey, not a problem. I plan on sticking around until you guys decide you're done. So don't do that anytime soon.
All right, we'll bring you on
Try
for
not
our
to.
600th episode.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you.
Well,
And
you folks, yep. You folks have a wonderful Saturday.
and you have a good Friday
Thank you.
night.
Have a good sleep.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. All right. Take care now.
Cheers, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
There.
Yep. Yep. Bye bye.